on stage for the encore. That was one of my jobs, to make sure that they were refueled before they came back on stage. So they would come back on stage for the encore, but while we're back there getting drinks and toweling off, they would tell me who they fancied from the audience, and for me to go extend an invitation to them backstage to talk to the band. So my job was to go into the audience and give out backstage passes. And so the guitarist would say something like, Craig, oh, I really fancy this girl. She's like 5 rows deep and about 5 rows over. Oh, I think this might be the one. I might marry this girl. So just get her backstage. She's amazing. And I'm like, dude, you said that last night. Who are you kidding? And then the drummer would say, oh, I really... So my job now is they go back on stage, and now I'm in the audience trying to find people that they want to talk to after the show. So it was always a girl. I don't understand why. So I'd be in the audience. So they come up on stage. They come backstage for the encore, and I'm like, okay, where are guys? where are these people? And I stand here in amongst thousands of screaming 90% girls, and then so this is what would happen at the concerts. So the guitarist, back to the guitarist, he'd be standing on stage, getting into the song. He literally, Air Supply is not a lot of guitar solos. It's just like strumming. But this song, all of a sudden he's getting into it, everyone thinks, because he's doing this. So he sees me, and the girl that he wants to marry is somewhere over there. So I'm over here, and he starts doing this. So he sees me, he's all happy playing guitar, and he starts doing this. So everyone in the audience is thinking, wow, he's really getting into this song all of a sudden, because he's moving for the first time, this concert. So he's moving people, moving me over, and at the same time, the drummer is playing drums, and he's doing this. You know, so I'm like, I'm going over here, I gotta go over here. The lead singer's like kicking feet this way. I'm all out of love, she's over there. You know, that's it. So my job is to go find these people. So the guitarist is moving me around, he's moving me, and I'm going where. And I finally get behind the girl that he wants to marry, and he starts doing this. Yes! On stage. So he's moving me over, and he starts doing this, so everyone thinks like he's really into the song. Wow, this is great. And it has nothing to do with that. So when you go to concerts and you see guitarists like Angus Young of AC/DC, he does this the whole concert. He must have 20 people out there giving back. He's like, yes, more, yes, for me. So next time you go to concerts, if you see guitarists doing this and you're a guy, hold on to your girlfriend or wife, because they're going backstage and you're not. So how do we, and then, so I do this when I do my guest speaking, is like, then how do we take this information, and how do we as businesses become those people that stood out? How did they stand out from the crowd? We all know how, but how did they stand out, and what lessons can we learn from that and use it and apply to business? Now, that's what this is all about. Rockstar marketing is how to do things without having to just look the part, you know? Well, it is part of it too. Let's look in the part. So how do we stand out? This is my picture. I just threw this in this time because I have a story here. This is when I was an actor. I changed my name to Craig Williamson because that was my grandparents, my grandmother's maiden name. And I didn't want Duzwalt because Duzwalt, they said, sounded too hard. So I get I'm a waiter at Hamburger Hamlet in Sunset Boulevard. This is back to always do your best. These are just examples of what can happen. I'm a waiter at Hamburger Hamlet on Sunset Boulevard, and I'm waiting on the table, and this guy says to me, are you an actor? And I'm like, duh, yeah, I'm a waiter in Los Angeles. Yes, I'm an actor. He says, have you been on anything? And I said, no, really, no, I was a little bit part on Full House and just little things. And he said, hold on a second. And I said, okay. So I leave, and I get the dinner, and I come back to the table, and he goes, okay, you have an audition tomorrow morning at General Hospital at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, right.